How to get motivated to lose weight. You promised yourself this time you mean it. For the next 3 days, you eat salads, jog, and nibble on protein bars. Then within a few days, you're the couch with a tub of Ben and Jerry's ice cream. What happened? A lack of motivation, that's what. But don't worry, if you put your mind to it, you can avoid the yo-yo diet and turn it into a yo-yo look awesome diet. Method 1. Starting a motivating routine. 1. Set a realistic goal. Saying, "I want to lose 50 pounds in the next couple of weeks" is just plain unrealistic. The weight did not go on that quickly, so it will not come off that quickly. If you set goals that you cannot possibly obtain, of course you will be discouraged. Consult a medical professional to determine what a sensible weekly or monthly goal should be. What is right for one person will be unhealthy for another, depending on your starting weight, age, activity level, gender, and so on. Consider getting a trainer. More on this later. When becoming more physically fit, it helps to know what you are capable of, and you simply may not know what is realistic and what is not. A good trainer can help you develop a goal and a plan to help you reach your potential. In general, the slower the weight comes off, the more likely it will stay off. A drastic weight loss will usually be interpreted as your body as a famine situation, creating a nasty cycle in which metabolism drops, you suffer physical discomfort, and generally you cannot keep it up. 1 pound is 3,500 calories. Cutting 500 calories a day with no added exercise is a pound a week. 2. Find a weight loss partner. Finding a partner lets you tap into the power of teamwork. Having someone to cheer you on, be accountable to, and work out with will keep you more likely to stay on track. Ideally, have an individual with similar health goals. If you are a 45-year-old woman trying to lose 40 pounds, you may be mismatched with your 21-year-old coworker who is trying to lose 10 pounds. You can find online weight loss partners, too. There are many online weight loss sites that offer to help you pair up with a partner. This is especially helpful if you do not have a good person to choose in your social circle, or perhaps want to keep your work private. Make sure you like your partner. If you do not like your partner, or he or she turns it into an unpleasant experience, you will not be motivated to continue. Depending on your regimen, this person should either aid you in eating better, working out more, or both. Even a grocery shopping buddy would help. Just make sure to choose someone who makes you feel better about the whole process, not someone who turns it into a competition. 3. Join a class. Whether or not you have a workout buddy, consider joining a class. Can be like having 30 buddies and a coach. Classes often require money up front. They often take attendance, and those will cause some healthy guilt if you do not go. There are a lot of exercise classes available. No one type of exercise class is right for everyone, and there are more options than ever before. And feel free to look beyond the gym or fitness center. Signing up for horseback riding lessons, or learning to ski, or trying out Tai Chi at the park are all classes too. Find a level that suits you. A good yoga studio, for example, may have workouts for seniors, serious athletes, pregnant women, beginning adults, parents with young children, and more. Consider learning a new skill. There is a vast world of physical skills out there to explore. While there is nothing wrong with just walking, some people like to learn something. This could be taking salsa lessons, karate, rock climbing, or belly dance. 4. Start an exercise, blog. Writing down your progress makes everything concrete. You can choose to write it down however you like, but we'll cover two forms: start an exercise, and food log. This is where you'll write down what you do every day, how many calories you've burned, how close you are to your goal, and the food choices you've made. If you have a buddy, share it with them for extra responsibility. Start an exercise blog. This will be published to the internet world, ultimate exposure, if anyone reads it, of course. With this, you take a more creative route, including all of the factors of an exercise log, but also how you feel about it, the obstacles you're facing, and how it feels to be making the progress. Just make sure you keep writing in it. 5. Get a trainer. Don't have a friend that wouldn't either totally school you or encourage you to go to Starbucks instead? Well then, a trainer may be your best bet. Find one that jives with your personality though. One that makes you feel terrible will end up in you faking sick. Generally, any gym can provide you with a trainer. Hopefully, you can be able to try out the couple for an introductory session for free. Ask around for those with a good reputation and only work with those that clearly know what they're doing and respect your weight loss goals. 6. Sign up for a special athletic event. When you have an official due date on your fitness, it becomes a specific goal to work towards. Be sure it is something you would find enjoyable and appropriate to your physical abilities. Some examples: participating at your local Relay for Life event, running a 5K race, able to go snorkeling on your vacation, be able to hike the entire trail at a local park, defeat an opponent in a fencing tournament, ballroom dance at your son's wedding. Many training programs and apps are available to help you go from couch to 5K by alternating walking and running. It's totally okay to take walking breaks. RunNinUSA.com 1, and NextBib 2, offer comprehensive lists of runs in the USA. So no excuses, signing up is just a few button clicks away. 7. Do not compare yourself to past versions of you. Posting pictures of yourself when you were younger, skinnier, more athletic, or whatever can ultimately be demotivating. Even if you lose weight, you will not become that former version of you. Comparing yourself at age 50 to a teen version of you is unfair. Teenagers typically have faster metabolisms, have not had children, as many health issues, and often have more free time to exercise. Instead, try putting up images more reflective of what should motivate you and inspire you today, pictures that you think you look good in recently. You do not have to look skinny, but looking happy, relaxed, silly, in a recital you are proud of whatever makes you happy when you look at it. Feeling good at looking at yourself encourages you to take care of you. Photos of favorite places to be active, the tropical island you are hoping to kayak around, your favorite swimming beach, that picture of you at the finish line of the fun run. Photos of your friends, family, and other loved ones. You are taking care of you so you can take care and be with these people. Inspirational quotes. Whether it is a favorite Bible quote, something from a movie, or what someone wrote in your yearbook, inspiration can help move you forward. 8. Toss out clothes that do not fit you. Some people make the mistake of trying to diet into a piece of clothing as a goal. Typical is a dress or a pair of pants. Repeatedly trying on clothing that does not fit you can be demotivating. Also, instead of choosing clothing that flatters you, you are trying to force clothing to determine how you feel about you, which can lead to you feeling poorly about your body. If you feel bad about your body, you may not take care of it as you should. The old idea is that if you constantly feel tight and pinched and uncomfortable in your clothes, It will be a constant reminder to keep to the diet plan. But being in discomfort is not usually inspiring. Usually what happens is a person feels miserable and ashamed, and more depressed about being overweight. This misery tends to lead to more overeating and not exercising. Instead of being inspired by clothing, clothing ends up being a source of misery. Another old idea is to have a clothing size as a weight loss goal. However, clothing sizes are often not standard at all, especially for women. And the cut of a garment can greatly affect the fit and look on a body. Also, there is always the possibility the size 6 dress size you had in high school is not a realistic goal as a 45-year-old woman. Feel free to give yourself a fresh start with clothing. Just get rid of all the clothes that do not fit or flatter your body at the present and buy a small number of outfits that look good on you now. While you lose weight sensibly, you will feel better about yourself now. Also, this will reflect an outlook of focusing on the present, one day at a time. One exception may be fat pants. Hanging your fat pants on the door can be a reminder of how far you have come. But be sure you feel good about them. For some people, having that reminder feels like an accomplishment. For others, it is a memory a person would rather leave in the past. If that is the case, just throw out the fat pants. 9. Tell your family, roommates, and friends about your plans. Holding yourself accountable is often a key element of a health plan. When you feel that what you do will be communicated to others, you are more likely to make smart decisions. Also, those close to you can encourage you and help you on your way. You do not have to make yourself vulnerable to criticism, however. Some people may not be the best people to get involved with your health plans. It is okay to keep your plans only to people you feel comfortable with including in your plans. Sometimes there are people in our lives who are not supportive, are overly critical, or should not be privy to your weight loss program. Likewise, you may want to keep your plans to a select list of people. For example, posting what you ate during the day and your workout to Facebook can work as a sort of blogging. But does everyone on your friends list want to get daily updates on what you ate for breakfast? Do you really want people at work to know how much you weigh? And if you skip Zumba class, will your sister make a snarky comment on that instead of saying something useful? It may be better to have a private list for this. Letting others know can help them plan accordingly. For instance, if you are on a diet and exercise plan, you can suggest for the beach weekend you would love to walk on the beach but maybe avoid the ice cream parlor. 10. Get into books, blogs, and success stories. Seeing that hundreds of others have gone through the same thing you have can be incredibly motivating. Some of their stories may even touch your heart. Also, you may need to see others can and do succeed. Successful weight loss stories can be found all over the place. Try AuthenticallyEmmy.com, CanEastForDinner.com, and blogginggrunner.com for starters. Especially if you do not have a lot of role models around you, it can be helpful to hear other people's stories. Not only will you be motivated, but these can be used as resources, too. 11. Set up a reward system. Humans are evolved enough to the point where we can train ourselves but not so evolved that we can't not be manipulated by certain tricks of the trade. Set up the right reward system and your brain will be putty in your hands. Some like to devise a point system. For every good decision, be it food or exercise, you get a point. When you reach 100 points, treat yourself to something you'd enjoy, like a massage or a shopping trip. Don't reward yourself with unhealthy decisions, such as going to McDonald's or buying more sweets that are high in sugar. This will only undo your hard work. Some like to bank their progress. Every time you have a good day, you put some money into a jar. That money goes to your reward, whatever it is. Your reward doesn't only have to be at the end. Set it for a certain amount of miles, a certain amount of calories cut or weight lost, or a certain amount of days you've gone without caving. Making them constant will keep them in sight. 12. Set up a punishment system. A system like this can be motivating, although unpleasant. For example, if you do not reach a certain goal, you have to donate money to a political party you do not support, or give it to a family member, or do a particularly unpleasant chore. Give a certain amount of money to a friend, if you can't trust yourself to keep to your word. Tell them if you don't meet your goal, they have to take that money and donate to some organization that goes against your belief system. They'll be more than happy to help.